Hi, I'm Lauri from Martelius, and today we are introducing some Holset turbochargers for racing use. Markus, what can you tell me about Holset's turbochargers?
Well, when it comes to outright performance, Holset is probably the best bang for the buck that you can get. The range that we have here on the table is from the HX35 FullRace, which is the highest output HX35 frame turbo on the market. And then on the other end of the spectrum here we have the 800 horsepower billet compressored HX50 MFS. And let's dig a little bit deeper about what makes these turbos tick.
So, let's start with the little one. What can you tell me about that?
So the little baby, the 550 horsepower HX35 FullRace, this is the highest output unit of the HX35 frame. The smaller ones start from around 450 horsepower maximum output, and this one reaches the 550 limit. Suits very well, for example, a 2-liter engine, works well on a 4-cylinder as well. Relatively large turbine housing compared to some of the other HX35s. This is a 14 square centimeter housing, and also a specialty for the FullRace version is the water cooling, which is not available on the standard HX35 at all. So inside of this compressor housing we have a 54mm inducer compressor wing, and on a gasoline engine, petrol engine, we can reach 550 horsepower with that. On a diesel application we are talking more like 300 horsepower maximum. But the pressure ratios are insane on Holsets in general, so the outright torque that you can get out of this thing is out of this world. The 14 square centimeter turbine housing has a divided T3 flange, so you can build a real pulse exhaust manifold with dual waste gauge for this application. Here you can see the water cooling inlets, and the turbine housing outlet for the downpipe is a 2.5-inch V-band, so we can offer the V-band flange and clamp also for the exhaust fabrication of this unit. The HX35 FullRace is 799 euros with tax included, and it's by far the best value turbo for the 500 horsepower range that you can get. You lose a little bit of response compared to ball bearing turbos. The Holset range is journal bearings, but on the other hand it's serviceable and it's almost bulletproof. You can run anti-lag, you can put almost whatever kind of abuse you want into this turbo and you will not have a problem with it ever. So 799 gets you 550 horsepower. What could be better than that? Well, maybe the HX40 Super if you need even more power than that.
Can you tell me the main features of the HX40 Super?
So the Super HX40 series can produce around 700 horsepower with the largest turbine housing, which is an 18 square centimeter. This particular one is a 16 square centimeter, so I'd say 650 horsepower is around where we can expect this one to max out at. The compressor is larger than the HX35. It's a 60mm inducer, and this particular model does not have a water cooling option available, but it's a very popular turbo. When the HX35 is maybe more a 4-cylinder turbo, this might be a 6-cylinder turbo. So very popular in many petrol and diesel applications. So again, we have a divided T3 entry, and on this turbo we have a 6-volt flat flange outlet. We also sell these flanges if you want to couple your turbo with the flange. And actually the price is the same as the HX35 FullRace, so 799 gets you 700 horsepower if you wish so. And then maybe we can move on to the big bad boy, the HX50 MFS. So the HX50 MFS is a little bit more expensive than the previous ones. This one is 990 euros with tax included. And the reason mainly for that is that it features a billet compressor wing, and actually this particular turbo featured a billet wing before it was even available on Garrett. So we are talking about quite a pioneering piece of turbo engineering from Holset's side. Not as marketed as the Borg Warners and the Garretts, definitely, but a very high performing turbo nevertheless.
So this looks a bit different from the other ones.
Yeah, for sure. We have a larger 19 square centimeter turbine housing with a T4 divided inlet, so it definitely has a more respectable look to it. Very high flow already. With these levels of horsepower you need a larger turbine housing, but for a 800 horsepower turbo the spool is still there. Again, a 6-bolt outlet flange on the turbine side. For 990 euros, this is definitely the highest output turbo you can get from a respectable performance turbo manufacturer. Remember, it has the milled from solid billet compressor wing, and it has a divided turbine housing, so you can build real racing applications from these turbos. So, there you have it. These turbos we have in stock right now, worldwide delivery on our online store, very affordable shipping cost as well. If the 800 horsepower is not enough, Holset has bigger ones for you. We can go way beyond 1000 horsepower on a turbo, so just send us an email at sales@martelius.com or give us a phone call or use whatever social media channel you like to use for your communications. So that's it for this time, and see you again with another product review video.